What's up, guys? Vince right here, and welcome to my review for episode 3. This Hazbin Hotel. Goodness. But I'm going to try my best to, remember what I had in mind for this particular review. Because let me tell you, I mean, all I can think about is like the amount of songs for this one. I feel like there was just too much, in my opinion. I do like a little bit of how to really develop tactics just to have most of the cast of the Hazbin Hotel together. But what is sort of somewhat the main focus is Camilla, and also seeing Born. I didn't realize those were her kids at all. And I also didn't know much surrounding Velvette, even though she was sort of it just seems like the triple V's were beginning to not be as the most, even though they're not meant to be nice, but man, they're almost like the enemies or the annoying antagonists for most of this show, because the whole time I'm just wow, Velvette is an ass. And also, as well as Vox is, I don't know, there's a part of me where I don't know what it is, where I feel like Vox could have some redeeming features, but is still a bad guy. And also Velvettino, we're gonna get into him later in episode 4, because that one is, yeah, wow. But for episode 3, yeah, I feel like there's too many songs for this. I feel like there still doesn't need to be a song. And I guess Camilla likes to sing, but also seeing Camilla's who's that, husband or whatever? I don't know. I don't think it would be his her husband at all. Could be something else, but yeah. The guy with the majestical voice, when I heard the voice of this person when first as he was approaching to Alistair, and Alistair seems to raise these egg boys very well. Just seeing the egg boys is pretty nice, especially now we found out they're given names, and also finding out that we also see the overlords. I mean, also seeing Rosie as well, and having that hint of who Camilla is, as she was selling the weapons to Serpentuous, and seeing Serpentuous himself, other than being this person that is sort of like himself, but is just a person that wants to be good and wants to change. And yeah, we see this other side of him, that he still needs to build trust for others. And that's what the trusting 101 is, or whatever Charlie made for the trustful, and also these other tactics that the others throw, freaking Angel's tactic. That was interesting one. I'm surprised. Of course it's going to be full M-rated. You got to have some of that kink in there. And also Vaggy's tactic as well, putting them all to war, which kind of helps in a ways. It does help, even though it's sort of something that they don't want. And I guess in some parts that she realized that, and also Charlie as well. But yeah, it's a tactic that I guess sort of seems to work compared to the others from what I've seen. So about Camilla, and also the man that I feel like I should not forgive his name at all, but there's a part of me where I kind of just hope I know I shouldn't, but I did. And that's just kind of how I am trying to oh man, who is this guy again? I don't know. I don't want to say Camilla's husband, because I'm not sure if I would call it that. But immediately when I first saw Camilla, definitely full on I don't know. People from what I've seen through Hazbin Hotel is that a lot of Latin representation. Especially Valentino. I just know that he's either Spanish or Italian in those sense. And also for Carmilla, definitely Spanish. And there's this theory that Carmilla is the mother of Vaggy, which I never really had those two connected, because not all Latinos are related to each other. But then again, I'm I mean, possibility, it could be not. But then again, who is really Vaggy's mother? Isn't Vaggy an angel? And I guess they're up in heaven or something. I don't know. But yeah, my theory, I mean, you can tell I did not take no notes for this. I'm doing this off the fly. So no, because Camilla's kids is right there. but who's the wise man? And I call him wise man with the green look at that, with the menacing, like majestic voice or whatever. Like he sort of give me like full on sensei vibes, you know, like he's the wise one. And I feel like that too for Husk. Like these two are like wise ones, especially Husk being a little bit more out there in terms of honesty. While this man majestically just feels like a sensei and also feels like someone that knows better, that knows what's right. As you can see with, you know, him, pretty much speaking to Velvette, as Velvette really doesn't seem to like anyone at all in this Hazbin universe. Like, it just seems like she's just that type of person. There's a part of me where I just don't like Velvette, where I just don't like how, you know, how her attitude is portrayed and all this. And I guess that's how it's supposed to be portrayed. But man, I just can't find much redeeming features from Velvette at all. And I guess, like, because she definitely reminds me of certain people, like, in my life that do act like that. And yeah, I just don't know. It's sort of giving me a few flashbacks, like, oh God, she's one of those, huh? But yeah, this Velvette just seems to like just went in there, just bombed the whole freaking meeting, ruined it all, and then yep, just ended like that. Just ended the vibes for the meeting as well, and also like struck an interesting music battle, which is almost like a rap battle, but not really. It is quite interesting, but yeah, this is so far you know, like a little bit of more like, you know, up to the episodes, because the thing is that Hazbin Hotel, it seems like they're doing so much in so little time, in so few episodes. Like, I feel like we need to have like seasons for this, you know, episodes for this, like knowing the truth of like why heaven, you know, the angels are doing this, even though in my belief, and this is kind of like sort of referring to episode 1, I don't believe Adam is an angel. I believe Adam is fake. I don't think I think like that's not Adam. I feel like they portrayed Adam in that way in episode 1, knowing that, you know, for those that are smart enough to know, that would feel like that's not really him. That's not authentically Adam or what he stands by, because I don't think you would be an angel acting like that or having those motives. Like, you're doing this for fun or for entertainment. I don't think, like, maybe because I'm just like trying to really sort of compare within my beliefs or within the Bible to this one, even though this is obviously not, you know, created by a Christian, not created within the Bible at all. But I just don't, I feel like it's common sense that that's not what heaven is. That's not what the angels are. That's not who they are. That's not Adam. And that's not what, like, I feel like there's an upper, more higher force, or much more, there's like some, like either God or somebody up there that feels like this is wrong. Like, what Adam's doing is wrong. And the extermination itself shouldn't really have that way. But of course, like in episode 2, like you have like Charlie saying like, oh, this could actually do well for our business. More people will come or something. Like, I don't know. But yeah, it's just something to really think about. And also seeing Rosie within this one. Rosie Posey, I think, or something like that. I don't know. The cannibal queen. So that was interesting. And as well as the upper hires, like also this big furry character. And also like a couple of other characters that I only know Rosie, and also the big furry character that sort of stands out to me. And Alistair, of course, being over there. But yeah, this episode seems to be about trust more, but also expanding much more facilities, or what does Alistair do at the end of this? Because it feels like Alistair seems to really be like, you know, almost going to be like the dominant enemy of, like, you know, Hazbin Hotel. You know, I don't know. It sort of feels like it, because I know that from what it looks like, Husk and Alistair do not get along. It seems like they're not buds in a sense. And there's a part of me where I feel like they might be buds, but so far, yeah, it's not. So I guess they're not buds, which I would like to think so. I feel like that relationship can build up, especially for many others that are building their trust, either thanks to Vaggie, Charlie, or whoever is actually, you know, developing relationship with each other. But yeah, it just, I don't know. But also, like, yeah, you know, Velvette being the one that slayed the characters, I feel like that could have been stretched out a little bit more. in terms of like more episodes to see what it is, but they just, spit it out there already. Something's telling me that there's like bigger things to happen, but hopefully those aren't rushed. But yeah, it seems like this episode itself is shining up to be more, even though I really want to get into episode 4. I guess most of my focus for episode 3 is not there at the moment, because right now all I can think about is like episode 4, and also like that kind of ish surrounding Angel. Like that's gonna be deep. But I know I have to get this out there and share my thoughts in a ways, even though some of it is not the best. Well, I don't care, but hopefully you guys enjoy anyways. Other than that, I'll see you when I see you. Hazbin Hotel. Man, there's going to be a bunch of episodes. I don't know if I'm going to get all of them in terms of reviews, but I'll try, and I'll see you when I see you. One over the peace.